Good morning, happy Sunday. I just left New Richmond and I will be to Cincinnati soon, which is about a quarter of the distance that I need to travel to New Orleans, and I've been on the water for 1 month. So at this rate, I'll be in New Orleans a little bit before Thanksgiving, which brings to mind a dilemma or a question, which is, do I go to New Orleans at the rate that I'm going, stopping in all these towns at the cost of my livelihood, or do I try and pick up some speed and get to New Orleans more quickly and maybe come back by truck or something to some of these towns, because I only get to see a little bit of each town, basically the walking distance from the boat to like the Main Street area. Compounding problems are beginning to occur. I have my VHF radio was stolen, along with my fedora and foghorn, so those have to be replaced. They're necessary safety items. Last night yesterday afternoon it took an hour and a half to go through Maldal Dam, which kind of set me back, and so I was racing the setting sun to get to New Richmond, and then when I went to turn on my navigation lights, they're not working. I checked all the connections except the one that's directly under me that required me to go on my belly while my friend Justin put the wires through the back. He's an electrician. So if that's sort of disconnected, I think my navigation lights I'm going to have to fix that with maybe some battery-powered lights. It's not hard, it's just I can't get to a ship store to get anything that I need. And the U.S. Postal Service seems to be incapable of delivering packages. And then the other problem is that my Apple computer is stuck in this restart mode where it wants to go into safety mode all the time. And it says it might be a problem based on a jammed start button, or it might be a problem based on existentially compromised hard drive files, which sounds worse than a jammed start button. But I'm not a computer technician. But there's lots of data centers under construction, so maybe I can stop into one of those, and one of the employees at those places could tell me what's wrong with my computer. I stopped today on a beach, and it was nice. It was Log Beach. I went around, I collected some treasure, as I call it, and I dried out all my clothes because I got absolutely soaked in Augusta. And boy, was Friday an example of peripecia, as the Greeks call it. Downs followed by ups, or ups followed by downs, a changing of the fortunes, the turning of the tables. I will do a separate video just on that. But now I'm on my way, and kind of what I want to do is to if I can get to a store and stuff and get the supplies that I need in Cincinnati, then I want to just go. I want to go see how long it takes me to go a day and just see if I can get 75 miles or something. I would also want to get another jerry can, gas tank. I got about 10 gallons of fuel on board, which is theoretically like 140 miles, but if I have another 5-gallon tank, then I got 200 and something miles. So, and then I don't mind kind of turning up the throttle and going a little faster. And also just not too much to report here. I mean, it's amazing how similar a lot of places are. I don't know if it's a post-COVID phenomenon or what, but Wheeling felt like being in Troy, and some of these small towns feel like being in Ravenna. There was more variation in food, like a local cuisine, I felt like, going from Albany to Utica and having the mini hot dogs in the Troy area, the Utica greens, then I've really experienced here. The architecture is very similar. I would say Pittsburgh was the most interesting architectural place because of all the bridges and the incline and the fact that they incorporate the very, steep geology of the Allegheny Plateau into their multi-floor structures, and they've got overlooks. But other than that, it feels a lot like I'm going from Queens up to Albany, kind of every 5 hours of the day. It'd be nice to hear some live music. First live music I heard was a young woman singing in Augusta. She was very good, doing some country and some Beatles, stuff like that. So I kind of thought maybe I'd find some bluegrass around here. Maybe I have to go further inland, and that's the problem, because I can't. I got to stick close to the boat. Anyhow, my mood is good. My physical body is good. I just got to get supplies somehow and then make some progress and figure out what to do with the rest of my life. Anyhow, hope you all have a good Sunday, and wish me luck for being 1 month on the water. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button on YouTube. It really helps if I can get up to 1,000 followers in the next few weeks. Maybe I'll make different decisions, but thanks again for following, and look forward to giving you some more updates later today. Thank you.